ただいまより本日の第4試合を行います。
And now for the fourth match.
青コーナーよりクリス・ブレナン選手の入場です。
Boss's next bout at Pride Bushido 2, emanating from the Yokohama Arena, features this man, the West Side Strangler, Chris Brennan, who made his debut in Pride Fighting Championships at the inaugural Bushido, as he defeated not once but twice, as he likes to say, Eiji Mutsoka. It was a bit of a controversial matchup, but he emerged victorious. To prepare for this fight, he trained at Big Bear, California, which is a very popular training place for a lot of boxing greats, including Oscar De La Hoya, Fernando Vargas, and an MMA great as well, Tito Ortiz. So Chris Brennan is in tip-top shape for this bout. In fact, he is known especially for his strong ground game, his conditioning, and of course a very versatile fighter. In his corner tonight, he has the secret weapon, Pete Spratt, who has improved his confidence as a striker. And he feels his opponent tonight, Daiju Takase, is a slick fighter, but appears predictable on the ground. He feels Takase is also an underrated fighter, so we'll see what will transpire tonight. But one bout we're both looking forward to is this matchup involving the West Side Strangler, Chris Brennan, and Daiju Takase.
Okay, yeah, Mauro, you know what? I'm really looking forward to this fight because Takase is really slick and Chris Brennan is not only slick, but he's got the power also behind it. So he's got it double-sided. So I think, like I said in the opening, I think he could get the victory.
第4試合を行います。青コーナー170センチ82キロクリス・ブレナン
Getting a nice response from the crowd here at the Yokohama Arena. Brennan, again, second appearance here at Pride Fighting Championships, Bushido. Daiju Takase, a Pride veteran, coming up a tough matchup at Shockwave 2003. The DVD available now at pridefc.com. See that fight and the rest of the entertaining matchups of a memorable card. New Year's Eve, Shockwave 2003, available now at pridefc.com. Again, one 10-minute round, one 5-minute round. Really looking forward to this matchup, Boss Rutan.
Yep.
Takase, of course, has done lots of sparring with stablemate Kazuhiro Nakamura. Nakamura doing a great job in defeating Dos Caras Jr. at our last pay-per-view, Inferno. And also with TK and occasionally with Cal Uno. Has been working on his striking, but disclosed to us, boss, something that I found rather surprising considering what North American sports teams do. He told us that he has a knee ligament damage, needs some rest to recover, and there's a takedown. But he wants to avoid surgery, does Takase, but showing that Japanese fighting spirit in taking this bout with Brennan.
Yep, and Brennan here, both feet on his hips, pushing him away.
In the butt position.
Oh, there was a kick to the head there.
Yeah, the up kick. But Takase now in the butterfly, half butterfly guard. Or, yeah, Brennan's.
Half guard.
Yeah, the half guard now, and
he's skipping out already to go for a full guard, I think. Yeah, now he's trying, like you said, he's trying to go for a butterfly guard there so he can sweep him. Takase knows he makes one mistake with Chris, he's going to get turned. So he better keep it really slick and don't take any risk. Look here.
There's a full butterfly, look at that. Now into the open guard of Brennan. Tries a hammer strike, does Takase, blocked. You know, Takase made a very auspicious debut in Pride, boss, and you'll recall it at Pride 3 against giant sumo wrestler and UFC veteran Emmanuel Yarborough. Takase doing a little rope-a-dope in that matchup for the entire 10-minute first round and 2 minutes of the second round until he got a little bit of a reprimand from the referee. But once grounded, Takase punched from the bottom and finally picked up the victory in that David and Goliath matchup, and since then has been a workmanlike competitor for Pride. And also, probably his best win was against Anderson Silva, as he submitted the Brazilian via triangle choke in the first round. So Takase always a worthy opponent here in Pride Fighting Championships.
Yep, you do not want to underestimate this person. Side mount here, and Chris already looking to get out. He's already out. He's got it back in the half guard.
Of course, Brennan has also faced some of the biggest names. Now he's going for Kimura there.
Yep, the reverse figure four, as I call it.
Takase with the cross-side position on Brennan. Brennan, of course, has faced a lot of MMA luminaries, including Pat Miletich. Faced him 3 times with a draw and 2 losses. He's coming off, of course, a victory over Mitsuoka at the first edition of Bushido. Has also faced Takanori Gomi, who will be on later on tonight as part of the Team Vanderlei versus Team Japan best of 3 affair. Takase continues to control Brennan. Brennan trying to scramble underneath the half guard. Open half guard there.
Yep. Brennan should try to explode to the right now and see if he can reverse him. It's a good moment at this moment because Takase's left arm is underneath his jaw. He can explode now to the right and see if he can reverse him. Especially because he's got his left foot also underneath Takase's leg. Yeah, he should do it right now. He should throw it to the side. Twist him to the right.
He's got the arm around the back of Takase. You're right, boss. That would be a wise move.
Yeah. And again, look, Takase is leaning all the way to the side. It's real easy now to turn him. He's going to explode to the right.
The momentum there would be all in Brennan's favor. Perhaps that's what he's trying to set up. You can tell that the wheels are in motion for Brennan, but not attempting anything right now. Just.
And Takase is going for that reverse figure four again now. Watch now, he's going to release the left arm underneath Chris's head and he goes.
There it is. Good job, boss. As there is Takase setting up an attempt at a key lock here and perhaps a Kimura fit now.
He should turn. There we go. Yep, he's going. It looks like he's going to go for a try. I wanted to say triangle because he locked his the left hand up of Takase. Okay, Chris
in the corner,
is definitely working on something now. Okay.
For Brennan is Pete Spratt, the secret weapon, UFC veteran, and Zach Brennan. For Takase, we have Kazuhiro Nakamura, Pride veteran, Mr. Masuda, and Mr. Chishima shouting out instructions. And while we have a momentary lapse here in the ground game, 5 minutes, we're halfway through round one. Again, boss, want to remind everyone the next time we'll be on pay-per-view is April 25th. Definitely a date you want to mark down on your pay-per-view calendar. It is the beginning Total Elimination 2004, a 16-match tournament to find out who is the absolute world's best fighter already signed. And what a list. Mirko Krokop, Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira, Fedor Emelianenko, Heath Herring, Centuriu, the sumo wrestler from the United States, and tentatively scheduled very nearly putting their names on the dotted line, Mark Coleman, who won the Grand Prix in 2000. Takayama, the big Japanese fighter, was in a war with Don Fry. And speaking of Fry, he may also be a part of the 16-man tournament. So be joining us April 25th for what should be the biggest beginning of a pay-per-view this year. It's going to be spread over 3 pay-per-views, and that will be the highlight of 2004, no doubt about it. Brought to you by Pride Fighting Championships, the world's biggest and best MMA organization.
Chris should work here. I mean, he went to Big Bear. He should work his position, make Takase tired. I mean, he's in a phenomenal stamina. He's got to work. That's what he's got to do. He cannot just lay there because he's going to lose the fight like this. Takase, again, looking for that same armbar, you know? You see, he's going to pass his head again, and he's going to go again for the reverse figure four. You watch. 1, 2, 3. And he's going to shoot it in again.
So you liked my delivery. You know, not everyone is an internet keyboard prophet. I got to remind the fans about the big events coming up here at Pride.
I know, but I'm looking there and I'm kind of stressed because I know that Chris says that he trained a big bear, you know, and he should work.
And I don't want to take away from these warriors as well, but there definitely now seems to be some action on the bottom there by Brennan. As he's trying
to... choke. He's going for a side choke now here, Takase. He has to squirrel himself out. No, he's not going to make it because Chris will know this. Side mount, I mean, come on. Chris got to really work now.
Now, do you think there is enough strategy being employed by Takase that warrants this position continuing, even though he's in control, or should the referee maybe think of, okay, now there's an attempt at a knee, but...
As a stand-up, I thought 3 minutes ago.
Really?
2 minutes ago, I already thought about maybe the referee should stand him up.
And I thought with Bushido during the rules meeting that they would enforce that rule of going to a stand-up position quicker. But now they're looking to shift position. Now north-south position being employed by Takase, but not reining in a knee. And if he attempted one, now it's cross-side position, looking to control the head and arm perhaps, but Brennan not giving it to him. Not easily, anyhow.
Chris should work, keep working, moving on the ground. Don't let Takase get the control. Don't let him throw his knees.
He's worried about that knee.
Use your stamina. That's what he should do. Go for it.
Are you disappointed by what's happening thus far, Boss?
Yes, I am. I want to see him move. Even though if he doesn't escape, you know, make him his head spin. Make him think about everything. You know, maybe the first attempt doesn't work, but the second or the third, maybe you got to catch on. There's a side choke attempt again from Takase, but he's still in the half guards no, he's now actually in this side. But, you know, there's nothing there because he has to jump over to the other side. Plus, Chris Brennan will know that. So, but this is not the way for Chris to win the fight.
Okay, for Takase, are you happy with what he's doing thus far?
Look at this.
Oh, there he almost tried looking for a head scissors there, and
he's trying to go constantly for the reverse figure four, and then when he can put his leg over the head of Chris, then he could have it. You look at this. Now he's going to go for an arm bar. Watch this, and he's going to pull it. In
1 minute left.
No, okay, Chris really got to go to work now.
Spring off there was Brennan.
It's just here's like a triangle. It's like a triangle choke. It's a triangle choke that he's got on Chris. He says it's okay, but it's a good choke delivered here.
Interesting variation of the triangle choke being put on by Daiju Takase.
Very slick.
And this is dangerous for Chris Brennan.
Takase should start hitting here.
But isn't his arm is trapped there, boss?
No, it is, but it's still on both sides, you know.
So he's
look at this knee.
Now he surrenders it and now starts a flurry of punches back into an open guard, but posturing up right away is Takase, and now an open guard again. So Brennan seems to be frustrated. He's discombobulated right now by the efforts of Takase. And there is the end of round one and a frustrating round for Brennan. Were you happy with the work of Takase? Did he do enough, or did you see where he could have even done more?
No, I think he did a perfect job, you know, because you don't want to make a mistake, because if you make a mistake, you're going to get caught in a submission by Chris. So, but what he did was totally controlling the fight. He was on top, had total control the whole time, throughout the whole first round. So Chris really got to go to work right now.
Well, for Chris, it's back to the
5-minute round.
Yeah, Chris, it's back to the drawing board. And so, having said that, let's go to the replays here.
Look at that takedown.
Nice
Strings him to the side. And there we go, reverse figure four. You see, and now if he can, he's getting a half guard. You see, Chris can try to throw him to the right, reverse him to the right. It's kind of dangerous because one leg is caught, but what he can do also is put his left knee, stretch it out first, and then put it in between the hands, and then you can break the grip. Now look at this. This is officially a choke, but what Chris does is he puts his arm straight up. So if his arm would be a little bit more to us, if you see it, look at it like it now, then it would have been a good choke. So he nearly got it there.
You know, there's a philosophy shared in Pride Fighting Championships, boss, where there is, of course, You should fight to win, not just, you know, fight to survive or fight to defend.
No,
Shouldn't be taken a step further, fight to finish.
no, Takase did.
Yes, I agree with that.
Yeah.
But at times when you're in a position where you find yourself, sometimes there was also laying and praying there as well, though.
Yep, I know.
And I'm not saying, again, when you're training,
Oh, look at
and the
that.
amount of time, there we go. Now he's trying the same takedown that he tried in the first round. This time, Brennan was able to thwart that attempt. Nice outside heel trip takedown by Takase. Back on top into the close guard now of Brennan. And Brennan now looks like he's trying to set up what could be triangle, but
He can try to escape now. Look, he's going to try to fly it over, go for a triangle maybe.
yeah, but
No,
now it's way too high.
I don't know what
I don't know.
Chris wants to do right now, but let's just see and see if he's got a nice little secret for us.
There's some rights being delivered from the bottom by Chris Brennan. Finds himself in the same position he occupied for the majority of round number one. Daiju Takase, again, as we've mentioned, definitely someone not to be taken lightly.
No.
Has had a lot of high-profile victories. Has been in there with a virtual who's who of MMA. The likes of Jeremy Horn, Ikuhisa the Punk Minowa, Nathan Marquardt, Fabiano Iha, Laverne Clark, Joil de Oliveira, Antonio Schembri, Anderson Silva, Rodrigo Gracie. The list goes on and on.
Again, he should throw now. Chris should explode to the right. Explode as hard as he can. Bang, to the right, and then see if he can reverse him.
You know, he doesn't have the most attractive record, does Takase, but again, he's not, as we've mentioned before, boss. He's a great fighter, and Brennan is seeing that here.
Here we go again.
Bushido
Reverse
too.
figure four. Watch. Let the head go now and slip underneath.
Is there anything else he should be trying instead of the Kimura here, boss? Is there an, you know, should he be turning it into an armbar instead?
No, he can because he's
in the
locked.
guard. No, you're right, but should he be going for the escape? I don't want to be doing what I did with the Nakamura thing at Inferno either.
Oh, that looks like he wants to go for a side choke, but Takase knows. And there we go again. Reverse figure four.
Now he's
This could be trouble. This could
looking
be
for the
trouble.
Kimura.
This could be trouble.
Brennan
should explode. Put his right arm underneath Takase's body and throw him over him. That's what he should do. Now he's doing it and explode now. And throw him over him. Knee to the head. He should continue.
By Brennan. Well, good escape there by Brennan. But
all the attempts are from Takase right now.
remember, a certain animal only has 9 lives. And Brennan finds himself in a heap of trouble here at Bushido 2.
Yep.
Frustration. The word that I'm sure he will use. He is being simply frustrated at every turn by Daiju Takase. Takase now with the forearms into the solar plexus area. And Brennan's corner telling him he has to start working.
Yeah, you should have done it like the first round already.
But then again, maybe it's to Takase's credit that he is not allowing him to work.
He's very well balanced, but like I said, you know, if you go for one submission escape or position escape, it doesn't work. Maybe you can take the second one or the third one or the fourth one, but you have to work. You got to try to work.
He's not allowing him many options, is Takase.
Look, now
it's Brennan that's looking for a submission attempt.
Side choke here, maybe. If he's gonna catch his head, no.
Half
his head. Takase puts his head down real good. 1 minute left.
We're into the final
that's gotta be
60 seconds.
Something really strange has to happen now for Chris to win this fight.
And I don't know if Brennan is a religious man, but short of divine intervention, this is Takase's fight to lose. Because Daiju Takase has absolutely smothered Chris Brennan from the opening moments of round number 1, and you're right, boss, showing tremendous balance.
Yep.
And just almost signs of the Sean Shirk bout and what he did with his opponent, Ueyama. And now Takase wanting to finish in a flurry. Nice up kick by Brennan. And a little bit of a flurry here. But too little, too late for Chris Brennan.
Yep.
And Daiju Takase should get the victory here at Bushido 2.
Yep, from this side in the corner, I look at Chris's face and he looks really disappointed. Let's see if they show it also on the screen at home. Now look at this, reversed figure 4 again, you know. And then he goes to the side. This was a very close call here. Very close call.
And that may be his one moral victory of this bout, is that he was not submitted at Bushido 2. Chris Brennan wasn't, but otherwise, definitely one that will not be in his scrapbook of good memories of his MMA career. Definitely unable to get untracked was the West Side Strangler, because he was the one strangled at every turn. And let's go to the judges to make it official.
Yeah, this is Takase for sure.
Daiju Takase.
Very strange. Chris trained so hard for this fight. The last time he didn't train, he won with ease. Now he went to Big Bear, total shape. I thought we're gonna see him. He's gonna do everything in his power, and then Takase was all over him. Yep, very weird.
Yes.
Don't know what happened to him.
Daiju Takase all over him like the proverbial cheap suit. And here at the Yokohama Arena, Takase picks up the win over the West Side Strangler, Chris Brennan. There you see him. Takase takes the Duke at Bushido 2.